Hey y'all, welcome to this video and this channel if you're new. This is a video just me kind of showing a visual of how my hair looks before I go and do a retie. This appointment, I'm actually going to be getting a retie and a braid out. So it's kind of like a hairstyle appointment for me. I was telling my loctician that I really appreciate her kind of introducing, new hairstyles to me because, it's motivated me to actually experiment more with my hair. Like I have more inspiration to do it. So she did a braid out for me and a retie for the next appointment. But right now, I'm just kind of showing you guys how my hair looks before I actually head to my appointment. This is 6 weeks without a retie, and I am currently about 1 year and 7 months locked now. And for anybody who's new, I did start off with 6 inches of hair and had 4C hair. You're going to see basically different parts that I'm showing as far as the grid pattern, how much new growth I have. I have been using the aloe vera juice and it's been really helping my hair. I'm going to show you guys and tell you guys what my loctician says for the part that I'm actually taking my hair out. For those of you who aren't up to date about what's going on with my lock journey, I did switch locticians. So the retie that I had before, the one that I'm getting now, is the first retie that I had with my loctician. I definitely noticed a couple of different things compared to my last loctician. My grid pattern pretty much stayed the same. Everything was in place. The hair kind of grew more into the locks, but it's give or take. It could be also how I was maintaining it. I didn't like go in the water like as far as swimming or anything like that, so that's probably why it stayed in place. But my scalp was less irritated, and she even like noticed that too while she was actually retying my hair. She said that my scalp was less irritated, it looked less inflamed, and she also said that it was easier to kind of maneuver my hair. When it came to doing the braiding and banding, it was easier for her to braid it and band it and also retie. And it definitely felt different when she was retying it this time compared to the first time. It seemed like it was a little bit more work for her the first time compared to this time. As far as my edges, she said that it seems like my edges grew some more. She can tell that my edges are growing, which I can tell too. I do have a couple of areas that are still kind of like baldish, but I can definitely notice a difference in the growth in the edge area. And I think that's because I have been focusing on spraying my edges too when it comes to using the aloe vera juice. I was telling her about my experience using the aloe vera juice, how I got the one with pulp in it, and I didn't know there was pulp in it, but she was telling me a brand that I can use that doesn't have pulp in it, that's natural. And I'll just place a picture of that so you guys can see when it comes to making your little spritz rinse for your hair if you want to use that on a day-to-day basis and don't want to deal with the pulp problem. But yeah, y'all, this is my hair. This is the grid pattern. You see how the hair is growing in place with the locks. Like it's as clear as day what's going on. And I'm pretty excited about how everything is going. My scalp was less itchy for this in between reties, and I didn't have any anxiety about like having too much slippage or my hair kind of like basically losing my grid. That wasn't really much of a stressor to me at this point. But I guess we're gonna get into after the appointment now. This is after my appointment, you guys, and I'm kind of going to show you guys my grid pattern first a little bit before I show you the braids. But my grid looks so clear. It looks so neat. I could feel my scalp. My scalp's not irritated. And everything just feels really nice. Everything feels really neat. I feel I feel like I just had like a reset. But the braids are nice and evenly distributed. The sizes are pretty evenly distributed too. Right now I have some rubber bands that I'm going to be using to kind of like ball the ends like a bantu knot, and I'm going to band them so that when I wake up the next morning and I take my hair out, I don't want the ends of my hair to just be straight from the braid out. I want them to still kind of be curly too. So I'm going to be just rolling this up into a ball, like a small little ball at the end. However short you want your hair, that's how much you do the rolling, but I don't want my hair to look too short. But then I'm going to wrap the rubber band around it about 2 to 3 times. The next morning, I'm going to cut them off. But honestly, after I was done doing this style, it actually ended up being cute with the white rubber bands on top. And I feel like I would rock this style by itself or with a hat on top. And it could be like a little in-between protective style for my actual locks, you know, in the meantime, between time. I actually met a girl at a pool party and she had her hair in the same braids for when she went on vacation, and she took her hair out and it was so pretty. And she was just like, yeah, I could wear my hair like that, you know, braided up as a hairstyle. But her hair was much longer and she did much smaller braids. But she was saying that she couldn't keep the braids in for too long because she didn't want her hair to actually lock like that. But her hair was so pretty too. She had Sisterlocks, and I was just like, when my hair gets longer, I'll probably start doing stuff like that too. But even when it's short like this, I was willing to do that also. I was just like, should I keep this in or should I take it out? But I was so excited to take it out, so I ended up taking it out, and that's what we're gonna see next, you guys. My loctician did end up using a product on my hair to aid in the braid out, and it's basically like a leave-in conditioner, but it's a very light conditioner that doesn't have any residue. I'm gonna kind of place it up here. You could get it off of Amazon, and she said she uses it every day. I'm not gonna use it every day just yet. I'm gonna stick with the aloe vera and water for now. But it smelled so good. Like when she was spraying it on my scalp, I was like, what is this? This smells so good. And she was just like, you know, I used this last time, but I use this every day on my hair, and it does make my scalp feel really good and relieved. But I like the aloe vera juice too. So I'm going to kind of stick with the aloe vera juice for a little bit before I get comfortable to actually use the conditioner again on a day-to-day basis. I want to wait till I'm fully locked to actually start doing that. But y'all, I'm taking out my braid out right now, and what a braid out does for me now, I didn't even know it could unlock these type of emotions for me. But part of the reason why I actually wanted to get locks is because when I had loose natural hair, I did really like the way my hair turned out when I did the styles at first, when I first started my natural hair journey. But for some reason, it stopped doing and it stopped giving that, you know, what it gave before. Now, or well, recently when I was, you know, nearing the end of my natural hair journey. And that was, you know, very frustrating because I would spend so much time on my hair and it wouldn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. But with these braid outs, I'm so excited that like it's turning out exactly, not even just exactly, better than how I envisioned them to come out. Like the definition and the curls and the how long it lasts, the maintenance for it, and what time it takes to actually get that hairstyle. I am so satisfied with this, and I'm so excited to start trying new hairstyles. I saw some heatless curlers in there. I'm so excited to start trying things like that. I'm just so excited. When I tell y'all it took a total of 10 minutes for her to actually do the braid out, and it took like 8 minutes for me to take the braid out, what I would kill to have that in my natural hair, like loose natural hair days, like I would kill to have that back then. But it would take me like 4 hours between washing, detangling, sometimes blow drying, twisting, moisturizing. It would take me like 4 to 5 hours for it to not come out the way that I want it to come out. And then I would just have to do a high puff. Well, now I don't have to do that anymore. I'm about to finish these last 2 braids on the back of my head, and then I'll give you guys a good visual of how my grid pattern looks now versus before I got the retightening. She's very big on the parts, you guys. So, and I love it actually. Like I love how like clean and neat she really pays attention to the parts for. Like I feel like I just got my hair braided or something like that. But this is a visual of how it looks after the braid out. I got my kitchen back. Kitchen is kept, and it's definitely neat in the middle. The grid is as clear as day. Just like as it looks, if you really kind of look closely to my scalp, it doesn't really look tight. It just looks contained, which is really good too. It's not too tight. Now we're going to get into the front where these edges are. I need to brush my edges so it looks a little bit more neater because I was wearing, after I got my hair braided and I banded the ends yesterday, I actually wrapped my hair, but the wrap was kind of sitting on the front hairline of my hair a little bit too tight. So I have to kind of brush that, and I have to be careful with that so that my hair doesn't break and I could keep continuing to grow my edges. But this is the front grid pattern slash braid reveal. Edges are neat and locks are there, baby locks are there. Everything looks full and healthy up there. This side, I had to work a little bit harder on this side to grow these edges because I actually picked my edges on this side and I really need to stop that bad habit. But I haven't picked it recently, but I know that's the reason why that is growing slower than the other part. But right now, I'm just getting some of my aloe vera juice mixed with water. It's half aloe vera juice, half water, just to kind of refresh my scalp and, you know, moisturize it a little bit. When it came to the conditioner that she used, she dilutes it with water. So she does half water and she does half the conditioner. So it's not too potent on your hair and reverse locking your hair. I am only focusing on my scalp because I don't want to reverse the curls. So I'm just spraying my scalp a little bit for this. This is the final product, you guys, of the braid out slash retie. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope it was helpful and you were able to resonate and find some tips that you can kind of implement into your loc journey and your loc routine. If you are interested in getting more content like this, put some ideas down below. And subscribe if you do want to hear more about my loc journey and you want to see what's going on with my hair. And honestly, I'm interested in hearing about your journey too. So comment down below if you want. Give this video a thumbs up. See y'all later.